Oh no.
First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming here today to pay respects to Luke. I know he meant a lot to people and some people hated him. We are here today to say farewell to a friend, a family member, a loved one, and to commit into the hands of the gods. Luke was a good man. He did many things for people he cared about. He put his whole life on the line for justice to be heard. From looking, making sure everyone was safe, for him to break down in tears as he couldn't even do a thing in his power or will. He was a protective man, a man of spirit.
Fucking
He
monkey.
brought happiness to people's faces. He brought joy to people's hearts. But he also brought sadness and regret. For all who knew Luke, let us remember him for who he was. Give him in our hearts and thoughts. To his family, to his friends. One day you'll meet him again. Though I walk through the darkest valley, I fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod, your staff, they comfort me. I wrote a little something up. I wrote something that basically reflects on how his exit of life and what it means to me. Sorry if I messed this up. I'm a bit, yeah, hope you all understand. There is a train at the station with a seat reserved just for me. I'm excited about its destination. I've heard it sets you free. The trials and tribulations, the pain, the stress we breathe, they don't exist where I'm going. Only happiness, I believe. I hope that you will be there to wish me on my way. It's not a journey you can join in. It's not your time today. There'll be many destinations. Some are happy, some are sad. Each one a brief reminder. A reminder of the great times that we've had. Many friends I know are waiting. You took an early train to greet and reassure me that nothing has really changed. We'll take the time together to catch up on the past, to build a new beginning. One that will always last. One day you'll take your journey on the train just like me. And I promise that I'll be there. At the station you'll see me. As life is just a journey, enriched by those you meet. No one can take that away from you. It's always yours to keep. But now as no seat is vacant, you'll have to muddle through. Make sure you fulfill your ambitions. As you know, I'll be watching over you. And if there's an occasion to mention who you knew, speak kindly of that person. Someday, it will be you. Now I can't accept this ending. And it's time for you to leave me. Dust you came, dust you shall return. My brother, my friend, my family, may you rest in peace. Luke, he wrote something up, something that he would love me to read to you guys. Something that he put his heart into. And I'd like to read it out to you guys. There's teardrops all over the papers though. It's kind of hard to read. But they're words written in black ink. They're kind of easy to see. My name is Luke Kreys. Most of you reading this probably don't give a shit, but I might as well write something down. Each day I woke up. I was suffering with pain. I feel it so much that it's too bare. I know that my time is short now. I tried to invoke change. I wanted to make things right for the folk I care about, but sadly I failed them. Me being the naive, stubborn son of a bitch I am. I've made mistakes. I shut down Cass. This proves right now I can no longer control my emotions. I wake up every morning with regret my previous actions. See the same folk at one point I have hurt, many I've shot. See many people who think I'm a good man, when I know deep down I'm not. I can no longer stomach the man I have become. I try to take control over it, but I can. I failed myself. The deeds I have done are not forgivable. Do not deserve a second chance in this life. I need to end this. I have committed numerous accounts of murder and attempted murder back to when I first came to this county. I thought I was leading a crusade against those who I deemed as corrupt, when in reality I was just pushing the blame on others. I'm just gonna skip that part. Truth is, nobody's perfect, no matter where you are, from the fact that each town carries its own symbol of justice. Behind them is just blatant bullshit. Every town has its dirty little secret, its little lies, but recently, things have gotten out of control in this county. Bandits plague each town, manipulating folk, convincing them they're good people, and I am one of these that have done this. I ask for those that care about me to understand. Understand this. Do not fight this fight. Go and live a happy life. Do not follow my steps. Do not take part in what is being planned. Take the opportunity to live. There is nothing but suffering if you follow the path I take. To my family, Madeline, I am sorry. As usual, I fucked up. I have made a horrible mistake. You know this, but I gotta take responsibility now. Please take care of our daughter, and don't hide the truth from her. Just know that I love you both. To Dex. My daughter, your mom will take care of you now. But don't worry, I'll always be there, looking over you both. When the night is dark and the moon is high, I'll be watching over you. You'll grow up strong just like your mother. I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you. To Ambrose, you are my brother. I understand why you didn't get involved that day. It was a tough situation to deal with. Listen, even though I'm dead now, just for the love of God, do not follow in my footsteps. You're a good man. Take care of the kids. To Clementine, you should wake up more often. Ambrose will need you by his side to make sure he behaves. To Jesse, I'm sorry I was not there for you. Your time of need, I failed you as a father. And I apologize. I ask you to live a strong life and be happy. To Poppy, I know you have suffered a lot.
This is
Just
sad.
remember that Jesse will take care of you now. And so will Ambrose if he ever finds you. Percy, hey man, you're a good kid. You did well. I'm sorry about the situation at the box where you got your shit stolen. That was my mistake, and I'm sorry, I truly am. But do me a favor. Get your family out of this county. It's not safe. It never will be. So maybe. Hey kiddo. You'll probably not understand this, but Ambrose will tell you when you're old enough. Just remember, he'll always take care of you. I really think he would make an amazing bounty hunter. So don't give up on your dream. Now with that being done and written, I will have one last thing to say to the people of this county. To the folk who which make a fair, equal society. Do not give up on the dream. Come together and remain strong. Remember, no matter a person's history, they all deserve a second chance. To my loved ones, my friends, my family, to everybody I've met in this county, to the people I've done good for, to the people I have done bad things to. I'm truly sorry, but this is goodbye for now. I'll see you at the other side. Sign, Luke Kreys.
Wow.
Let's remember him for the good things he done. Let's not remember him for the way he went out. If anyone wishes to say any words, you're free to do so. I appreciate you all coming today.
Luke, I have a question though.
What?
Feel free.
Should I ask you? Okay. I was just wondering, listening to his notes, how did he know that he was going to die?
The man was very suicidal. Every day, I'd walk in on him, trying to commit suicide. He'd write a diary every day.
Fuck? What?
Fuck, he'd write letters every
Excuse me?
single day.
What?
Knowing that it may or may not be his last day.
What? Excuse me?
The pages he wrote to his family, he wrote over and over again. He go inside my house.
What the fuck?
There's a box. There's a box full of notes of every single day he thought he was going to die.
I'm
I
so
pulled the
sorry
best
to hear
notes.
that.
What the fuck?
There's no need to be sorry. I pulled the best notes out of that box. The best notes which I thought would make sense.
What the fuck?
Like I
How
say,
did he know he
if
was
you
gonna
would like to say any kind
die?
words, feel free. If not, there's some earth next to the coffin. You can pay your respects.
Yo, what the fuck? How did he know he was going to kill himself?
Rest in peace, brother.
How did he know he was going to kill himself? What a line. Deposere in pace. Riposere in pace. I thought that was Robin.
Rest in peace, Luke.
I appreciate you all for coming. I really do.
Riposere in pace. That's fucking like... Right on a fire, right on a candle. They missed the entire funeral, these two. What's Alistair doing? He's just offing it. He's just offing in the background.
Good journey.
You know what? I should go give my condolences to him.
Good luck on your next journey.
This is sad boy hours, man. This is sad boy hours. Condolenze, signore.
Thanks for coming, my friend.
Damn onions, right? Damn onions.
Thanks for coming, Quinn.
If you need anything, you know where we are.
I appreciate it.
Those damn onions, man. Those damn onions.
If anyone wants a drink, to toast to Luke. We're going to be heading over to Mayvie's pub, where there's alcohol will be served. Everything's paid for by me.
Reception. So what happens with the funeral?
Hey, maybe you ready?
Yeah.
Oh,
Emma, I think I need your help over here.
yeah, I'll sort it out for you.
Why? This is like real sad boy hours, man.
Right. A toast to a man, a person who tried to
Everybody whips
do
up the wrist.
something for the good, for the better of this county. A man who shared inspiration. A man who walked this earth. Let us drink on the last day. For now,
Hear, hear.
we'll see him. Here, here.
Sláinte.
If anybody has any stories they would want to share about him, maybe their first encounter, maybe, you know, let the memories live on. I'll tell you what, I'll explain when I first met him. I thought he was a right stuck-up bastard. But then, the more time I spent with him, the more time I saw my sister spend with him, noticing that he spoke sense. The words he spoke it was just a reality check. Everything he talks about, everything he spoke of, the truth what come out of his mouth was just weird. He done what he could for this county. And in regards to that, he was a good man. It's a shame he went out the way he did. He he shot me once by accident. It was pretty funny. Hurt like fuck, but
Hurt like
Hey.
fuck.
what's it like to have a friend who would never shoot you by accident, huh? Brought laughter and giggles. And the way he made Madeline happy just brought a smile to my face. I would never want nothing more than my sister to be happy. So I got to know the man a bit more. Turns out to be he was like my brother, the brother I never had. And for that, that's why I stayed with him. We shared everything together. Conversations, stories. Like two peas in a pot. But now he's gone. And all we can do is just look for the future. And make everything better.
Somebody else, please. Please.
Oh, you maybe. What was your first impressions of him?
When I first met him, was really silly and always joking. But then, when bad things started happening, always took it.
He was a
He
protective
was
man.
always, he was always dancing around and sitting in weird positions. Always making people laugh and smile.
I know many of you knew Luke from back when everyone came to Gunsmoke County. Some of them people are here today.
I got a Luke story too. Tell you what, that fella and I, we always went back and forth a little bit, right? Generally on the opposite sides of matters, but we always with respect, friendship, like we looking at the same problem from different angles, you know? We were never enemies or rivals or nothing like that. And let's see. Alright, so the fella had real bad head injury at one point. I mean bad. His head was all wrapped up. One of his eyes was so dilated it was like black, and they had him so messed up on them drugs to keep him stable that like he could hardly stand, let alone walk. And then something happened to Miss Blythe, and
Are you
the
talking about the
housemate-
time he tried to
got-
burn the house down with me in it? And he thought he was some random man. Oh my god.
I come over to the house there. That's after that night. I come over to the house there because y'all had been robbed and shot, and I wanted to check on y'all. And here's Luke, like 3/4 out of his mind, body painted up in war paint with a damn wolf's head on, talking about going out in the night and hunting them folk down that did it. And he literally cannot take 2 steps one in front of the other, and he just shouting and howling. And oh lordy, that fella. He was larger than life, old Luke Kreys. I'll tell you another story. I was in Keystone with my friend Mr. Garrett and Antonio Domingo. He was just around town like we normally was, and the Banshees had rode in along with a couple of their compatriots, and they were just circling around. And we'd go talk to them in front, and one of them would ride on back toward the bank, and then I would ride back over to talk to that fella, see what he was up to, and he'd ride back to the group. And then we talked some more, and then another one would ride on back to the bank. And it was pretty obvious they was planning something. And old Luke takes me aside. And he was there with the Clementine, looking out for me, you know?
I don't even know what just happened.
That's what he done.
And sure enough, they robbed that bank. Sorry. The gunfight started up. And Mr. Garrett went down, and I took a shot in the hip. And there's old Luke. He doubled back, got behind him, started shooting. He had no dog in that fight at all. Fella saved my life.
Fuck. Ew, what the fuck?
He loved you as a friend, standing water. That's why he'd rather protect you to put himself at risk. I remember that day. I remember coming up to Keystone and seeing your bag half
What the
blown
fuck?
open. I remember seeing Luke injured. You yourself.
No more, no more.
It was a hell of a thing. Yep.
Fuck.
You know, in them situations, your life flashes before your eyes. You try and forget, and remember, and then forget. But he protected
helped
you
me,
standing water.
Yeah. He helped me get to the barn safely that day. I was in town when that happened.
Right? You was.
And me to my barn to make sure I was safe while they were blowing up the bank.
I remember when they left that town. I was looking for someone to try and patch the bank up as quick as possible as the vote was still standing. But people just kept circling around. The banshees.
Fuck.
Shame they caused so much pain on that town. All Luke wanted to do was help you guys out and stop it. That's all he ever wanted to do.
He's always just trying to make a difference. You know? He had a rough way of going about it, but that's what he wanted.
That's all he ever wanted. It's a shame no one listens to him though. It's like the words will come out of his mouth or the words will be screamed in his head. He never thinks and stops. Should I say this way or that? Which I loved about him. Whatever comes to his head, he would say straight away.
Man.
But you almost understand that he would put himself in the way of a bullet for everybody here. Even if he didn't even know you. If your life was at risk, he would stand and protect you. Because he was an honorable man.
That he was.
Again. He's probably looking down on us laughing right now. Calling us all soppy bastards. He wouldn't want us to be
My
sad
first
on this day.
drink of moonshine just now because of you, Luke. Hope you're happy. I feel sick in my stomach.
Oh.
He wishes you all the best. I know that to the least. And you know if he was still here, it would help you out on your journeys. People disliked him. People made up stories and lies. Painted a persona of the man, so other people would hate him. But he wasn't a bad person. He done what was right. What he thought was right. Sometimes it got out of hand, but he would never do something. He'd never do something to put anybody in harm. And that's the Luke I'm gonna remember from this day forward. There was a time where he saved my life, just like he saved yours, standing water. I was in the middle of being robbed by about 7 or 8 people. And here comes big old Luke on his horse. Shoots them all down. Gets me out of there. I'll never forget that day. Thought I was going to die. but he gave me a second chance at life.
They had a habit of doing that.
That he did.
Oh
Like
man.
I say, all he wants to do is protect people. It's the man he was. If he thought someone was going to create danger, he would step in the way straight away. He wasn't a bad person. He wasn't. He may have done bad things, but them bad things were done for no reason.
What the fuck?
You know, not to dig into too old wounds, but I do still remember back when there was the incident of a certain someone trying to get people framed, that Luke was absolutely the only law person in the county at the time who would speak out against it, because the person who was starting all this shit was in a rather high position. And I know I argued like all hell with Luke for the longest time, but still respect him for that quite a bit.
Did she just like book it? Oh, I thought she booked it.
No. The other day when I was in Sundance, I was looking for a doctor, and Luke rode in and said that he was just shot at by a man named Jax, and then law enforcement was with him, and they didn't do a thing. I don't want to hold any grudges, I don't want to hold any bad blood against anybody, but if this is true, then I'm gonna have to speak out words. I'm gonna have to uncover some stuff. I'm not talking corruption, I'm talking truth in my words when I speak it.
What the fuck?
I just don't understand why someone would try and murder the man. When he shot Cass, he was going to hang. You know the standing order.
Yep, I didn't see a way around it.
But for somebody to ride upon him and shoot a shotgun at him while sheriff was there, deputy, the woman in question, and didn't do a thing, they just stood there and watched. Kinda sickens me.
Let personal and politics get in the way of the law. That should never be.
You know who the woman is, standing water. You work with her every day.
I think I know exactly who you mean there, bro.
He sat on that horse, bleeding. He was speaking words, but I couldn't really understand him. JJ rode up and he exchanged words with him, trying to warn him about something, but could barely speak with his guts half hanging out. For a man who tried to help the law enforcement, for a man who wasn't right in the head, for a man who was sick, or for a law enforcement to just stand there and watch him be shot at without taking justice in course, kinda sad.
Fucking hell.
thing that should never be, right? We're supposed to be between the folk and the bad folk, no matter what, or who they are, or what they done. You know, it's just how it's supposed to be. If it ain't that, then you shouldn't have a badge.
And that's all Luke was doing. Was trying to find out the deputies, the sheriffs who go against what they were meant to be. And I think he found that. And that's the reason why I think he done what he done. Because he couldn't bring himself to the truth.
What?
I'm surprised Edmund didn't hear. So I heard he expressed some information to him.
Senior Edmund hasn't been awake in a couple days. He's in the hospital in Serenity Flats. Nothing is wrong with him, he's just not been awake.
Awesome. But hey, let's not talk about the bad stuff. Like I say, let's look towards the future. Everyone coming as one. As a society. People look out for one another. We're here to live, not die.
Well said.
Leave the past in the past.
Fuck. Well, tonight was a night.
I'm gonna go take a walk over to my house and say my goodbyes to him. Feel free to have a drink, everybody. I appreciate you all turning up.
Thank you.
Thank you again.